That is correct. Hebumai qualified with a 500k. So now we're just waiting for all these players to start. And as SQR is the highest seed, looks like he'll be the one that's choosing the seed for the first game, if I'm not mistaken. And that's correct. Level 18 for our first start. We have Hebumai already starting off with SP's gap in the middle of his stack to begin with. So not necessarily clean. Meanwhile, Lamb Chop also with a couple of garbage. Looks like neither player is going to score the first Tetris without having to burn any lines. SQR being forced to set up an eyepiece dependency. Rough starts for really everyone. And Lamb Chop, unfortunately, is already going to top out at 760. So Lamb Chop is already going to be in third place. SQR knocks down a Tetris. 32,000 for SQR. Hebumai looks like he's trying to get set up. Oh, no. Misdrop for Hebumai. Might not necessarily be too bad. However, he's looking for some good pieces here to help him burn this out. And Hebumai is going to top out at 9,000. So SQR takes game one. It looks like it was a rough piece set for everyone. But Hebumai is going to get one heart as he is the second place. And SQR is going to go up 2 hearts to none. 2 hearts to 1 to none. So yeah, definitely a rough start for all these players. Didn't seem like it was necessarily the best sequence. However, SQR was able to survive his. Meanwhile, Lamb Chop and Hebumai were unable to. It looks like we're off to a better start, judging by the way that all these players are building. Hebumai building incredibly clean, but ooh, slight misdrop. Gets the nice little double tuck with the J and a couple of triple flips over there with the L. SQR, however, knocks down the first Tetris of the game, and Lamb Chop is short to follow. Misses the T-spin. And now it looks like Lamb Chop is in a dig. Hebumai just trying to get Tetris ready. Currently in third place now. Meanwhile, SQR trying to get Tetris ready. Does have a very troubling left. It's going to burn out a single. Still needs a J piece or an I piece. That will do. SQR is Tetris ready. Hebumai now trying to burn this down. He's actually going aggressive and setting this up. But now he's reliant on the L piece. Oh no, a couple of misdrops from Hebumai. That's going to do it. Hebumai is going to top out at 13,000. So now it's just in between Lamb Chop and SQR. SQR now 122,000. Lamb Chop. Oh, dangerous misdrops, and Lamb Chop is going to top out at 39,000. So SQR takes game 2. However, is now tied 3 or 4 to 1 to 1. No, there is no bracket for the tournament afterwards. Greentea didn't set up one. And now we're starting on level 15. So, slower speed, much more manageable than level 18. However, there is lower scoring potential. Both Hebumai and Lamb Chop are tied. So one of them will be taking the lead over the other after this. And it looks like Lamb Chop is the first to knock down Tetris. SQR follows. Hebumai is yet to get on the board with a Tetris though. It's taking more of a conservative approach. And that's going to be a boon. Tetris for Lamb Chop, bringing him up to 57,000. SQR trailing by one Tetris. Hebumai finally with a Tetris on the board, trailing first place, pardon me, by 32,000. Oh my gosh, that's a rough vertical long bar hang. And after that, Hebumai is going to top out at 25,000. That's going to be third place for Hebumai. Meanwhile, it looks like it's going to be just SQR and Lamb Chop battling it out. SQR knocks down a Tetris, and we're just about at a tie game, separated by pushdown points. And nice adjustment over there by Lamb Chop. Now, hopes he gets the eyepiece. Or is he actually set? No, he's just going to go ahead and burn out the single. Not going to go aggressive. However, SQR is going to take the lead with a Tetris. But now it's tied once again. 600 points separate both of these players. And ooh, a couple of rough pieces. SQR gets a lovely L there. That's going to be a boom. Tetris or SQR, 20,000 point lead for him right now. Lamb Chop's going to burn down a double. He is Tetris ready, and that's going to be a boom. Dirty Tetris for Lamb Chop. 123,000 for Lamb Chop. 141,000 for SQR. SQR in the lead, just under, or just over now, a Tetris. If SQR takes this, he will be only one game and at least second place away in order to take it. That's going to be another Tetris for SQR, 185. Lamb Chop looks like he's trying to potentially correct this board. Kind of has a secret grade in the center of his stack starting from column 3 and column 2. And earlier we saw some of the players building up secret grades before their matches. So could this be a continuation of that? However, it looks like Lamb Chop now starting to fall behind. 70,000 points differential between Lamb Chop and SQR. And SQR is clean. However, Lamb Chop's now cleaning up after getting some very ideal pieces. Ooh, could actually set up for a slightly dirty left well. That's going to be a boom. Tetris for Lamb Chop, 175 to 244. And now Lamb Chop, Tetris ready. SQR, 265,000 at 60 lines. Incredibly healthy pace for a level 15 start. Lamb Chop at 197. Looks like we could potentially. No, he's going to go ahead and transfer the well over to the right-hand side. Only one burned line to do so. And very nice adjustments. Very beautiful piece recognition. However, he does have a parity over there on the left-hand side. Now looking for an L. Or is he actually going to set up for a Tetris here? He's setting up for a Tetris. And it looks like he's just going to burn it down. Didn't have confidence to get that piece over there to the right-hand side. And a hang right there would have been a very deadly situation. But he is set up for a dirty center well Tetris. Will he get the long bar? Does have multiple long bar dependencies. And now Lamb Chop is in trouble. Unable to get a piece all the way over to the right. Not going to be able to burn anything. Lamb Chop tops out at 201, allowing SQR to take game 3, bringing him up to 6 hearts. However, Lamb Chop does go up into second place. Now at 2 hearts out of 7. And Hebumai stays in last at 1 heart. So now SQR just needs one more heart. Hebumai needs 6, and Lamb Chop needs 5. Alright, we're still waiting on a start from Hebumai, SQR, and Lamb Chop. We got another level 15 start. SQR just has to take this game to move on. And then it's going to all be a showdown between Hebumai and Lamb Chop. Can we see Hebumai potentially tie it up? Make it 2 out of 7, 2 out of 7 to come in second place. Or potentially even take the lead if SQR tops out early. Hebumai definitely has the potential, but he seems to be making a lot of fatal misdrops in the past few games. All players with a Tetris on the board. And all players Tetris ready. Hebumai knocks down a Tetris, and ooh, that's another Tetris for Lamb Chop. Lamb Chop actually taking an early lead here. Hebumai Tetris ready, and that's going to be another boom Ooh, what? He hangs the eyepiece, but he is going to get that boom Tetris. 59,000 for Hebumai, now in the lead. Our SQR takes it right back after that Tetris. It was almost a deadly hang. And interesting decision over there for Hebumai. Nice adjustment for the O. All players playing this incredibly clean. Hebumai takes the lead. 78,000 for Hebumai. SQR doing a couple of safe conservative burns. However, SQR takes the lead right back. 84,000 for SQR. Lamb Chop now running into a couple of complications. And now he needs the long bar in order to stay safe here. Gets the long bar. It's going to burn a double or a triple. Opens up the well. Almost missed that tuck. And Lamb Chop now in some danger here. Needs to find some way to burn down. And gets the long bar just when he wanted it. 84,000 for Lamb Chop. 122,000 for Hebumai, 124,000 for SQR. Very close match for SQR and Hebumai. Hebumai knocks down Tetris, taking the lead, 141. Definitely a different Hebumai than what we've seen in the past few games. Oh no, Lamb Chop with a very deadly hang. Can he find a way to navigate out of this? It's like he's starting to panic a little. And ooh, sets up a long bar Pensy, and Lamb Chop's going to top out 90,000, which means regardless, Hebumai is going to either tie up or surpass Lamb Chop. Hebumai is still in the lead by 11,000 points, but SQR knocks down a Tetris, 188,000. Hebumai just needs to burn out one more piece. Needs the J or an I, and he's going aggressive. He's setting up for the no, he's going to burn down for a triple. And rightfully so, as the long bars were not going to accommodate him going that aggressive. Another Tetris tie game, 208 to 205. SQR versus Hebumai. Now Hebumai, Tetris ready. SQR trying to burn out a couple of pieces. Hebumai knocks down Tetris, taking the lead, 226 to 212. However, SQR, oh, another Tetris for Hebumai. 245,000 to 212,000. That's going to be a boom Tetris for SQR. 232,000 to 245,000. And now SQR trying to potentially navigate out of this in the quickest way possible. Meanwhile, Hebumai clean board. is seeing similar gameplay to what got him to be 3rd seed. We continue to see this. We'll definitely see a transition for both of these players. Hebumai keeps it safe by burning a triple, but knocks down a Tetris. 272 to now 263. Still half a Tetris lead for Hebumai. And another boom Tetris for Hebumai, putting him at 291. Now SQR at 269. Hebumai setting up a center well. Looking a little risky, but he gets some good pieces. Is able to tuck a piece underneath there, and that's going to be a boom center well Tetris for Hebumai. Seen a lot of center wells being built here today. And we might actually see SQR try and maintain the center well. Both players going for center wells now. SQR just really going aggressive. Looks like Hebumai transferred the well from a center to a traditional right. And SQR is going to transition at 310. Hebumai is going to have a higher score at transition than SQR. SQR, of course, pushing down. Hebumai not pushing down as much. That's going to be a boom Tetris for Hebumai. 351,000. Now another boom Tetris for Hebumai. 370,000. Hebumai really giving SQR a run for his money this game. Now Hebumai, one more Tetris can he score before transition. SQR hasn't scored a Tetris at all during the entire post-transition, at least for level 16. Where SQR does have playability in level 19. And as for Hebumai, I haven't watched him enough to make that accurate judgment. But SQR was getting dry a little bit, but knocks down Tetris. Hebumai transitions at 373, knocks down Tetris 394. Hebumai Tetris ready again. SQR is going to be another Tetris boom, 366 to 394. Hebumai does make a couple misstrokes, but gets the Tetris out of it. 415 to 368. Now Hebumai just needs to get this board in order before transition. And it's all going to come down to level 19 play from there. SQR with one more line to burn. Burns out of line. He's going to transition at 372. SQR holding out for the long. Oh no, couple misdrops. So SQR is able to get the long bar over 396, but he does have a dig ahead of him. Hebumai is clean and holds the lead here. And looks like Hebumai just might be trying to lower this down and get ready for the transition. He's setting up for a dirty center well. Is he going to get it? Where's the long bar? Burns down for a double. Burns down for a single. Where's the long bar? He could use it now. Where's the long bar? Burns down for a double. No more doubles. And there it is. Boom. Center well Tetris for Hebumai. 457. And SQR still getting pieces over. Can he survive this? Gets that long bar all the way over to the left. And SQR just doing his best to survive. And unable to pole vault that piece over. It looks like that's going to do it for SQR. Hebumai actually takes game 4. Putting him up to 3 out of 7 hearts. However, SQR gets 1 heart, and that's going to require his 7. So Hebumai, my bad, with some phenomenal performance there. Just had better efficiency than SQR. And he might actually tie his qualifying score. Can he get the long bar? Yes, he can. $482,000 for Hebumai. So with that, SQR in second place gets all the hearts that he's needed. And now it's between Hebumai and Lamb Chop. Hebumai with a 1 heart advantage. Hebumai just needs to win 2 games to secure a victory. You can see potentially 3 more games here between Hebumai and Lamb Chop. And we got our level 18 start between Lamb Chop and Hebumai. And to start the game, Hebumai is already pushed down for a couple of pieces, giving him an early lead of 12 points. Both players Tetris ready. Boom, Tetris ready. Hebumai taking the early lead. And it looks like Lamb Chop running into an early drought. He's going to take a conservative triple. That's going to be a boom Tetris for Lamb Chop, 25,000 to 23,000. Definitely some interesting matches, at least that we can see here. Hebomai currently in the lead, 3 to 7 hearts. If Lamb Chop wins this game, he will tie it up 4 to 4. Oh no, but Lamb Chop getting up dangerously high. Can still potentially dig this out. Gets the eyepiece all the way over to the left. But that was... Ooh. These pieces weren't friendly at all. And Lamb Chop's going to top out at 28,000. Hebomai takes this game, going to 5 hearts. And Lamb Chop goes to 3. So Hebomai just needs to win this next game in order to advance. Yes, they are streaming their games. However, their games are being streamed to a server. Alright, now we're going to level 15, so more comfortable speeds. Lamb Chop did qualify last. However, he did put up a decent score of 300,000. Looks like we're getting some issues over here from Hebomai. Lamb Chop set up for a clean Tetris here. So we just have to wait for Hebomai's stream to be responsive. And there we go. It looks like Hebomai is back. $19,000 for Hebomai, 62,000 for Lamb Chop. So Lamb Chop taking an early lead here. However, Hebomai is at 4 lines due to his stream kind of freezing up at the beginning. And that's going to be a boom Tetris for Hebomai. 58,000 to 66,000, just being slightly more efficient. It looks like he's going to knock down another Tetris, taking the lead, 77,000 for Hebomai. Lamb Chop, however, is Tetris ready. Both players maintaining a beautiful stack. Slight misshot from Lamb Chop, 85,000. But he's going to knock down 2 quick Tetrises, 104 to 96,000. And, ooh, Hebomai tried to go for the S-spin there, missed it. But it would have been very nice and clean. But it looks like Hebomai might be playing aggressive here. No, he's just going to burn it down. Keep the stack safe. Now Hebomai, Tetris ready. Trailing by a Tetris and some change now. Holding out for the long bar, and that's going to be a boom Tetris for Hebomai. Tetris ready again, and another boom for Lamb Chop, and a boom Tetris for Hebomai. 145 to 142. Hebomai down by 4 lines, so potentially not the actual lead. We actually might be tied up here, or not necessarily tied up, but Hebomai might actually have the lead. But as we can see, level 15 is definitely more playable for Lamb Chop, as that's what he did most of his qualifying on. And ooh, does a Z flat over there for Hebomai, and nice placement there. Definitely. Oh, slight misdrop. Hebomai now having to dig out, and he is trailing by points. Able to get that long bar over just barely. Now Hebamai certainly in dig mode. Lamb Chop also up high. But oh no, I don't think Lamb Chop, if he can get a piece over to the left, he can survive. Can he get a piece over to the right now? And oh no, that's gonna do it. Lamb Chop's gonna top out at 155, but Hebamai also tops out at 152. So Lamb Chop takes this game. Goes to 5 hearts and Hebamai goes to 6. Thank you. Hopefully commentary gets better when it's actual tournament time. When we're and oh yes, we're starting from level 18. And Hebamai already taking the early lead due to pushdown points. Hebamai Tetris ready. And ooh, very problematic left over here for Lamb Chop. Hebamai is the first to knock down a Tetris. Does have a little bit that they're going to have to burn. Lamb Chop now. Oh no, that's a deadly hang. Can he get a piece over there to the left? We might see an early top out. And yes, that's going to do it. Hebamai takes the last game of the set. Going to 7 hearts. Unfortunate early top out from Lamb Chop, but a fantastic performance, forcing Hebamai to go to essentially a decider. This was not necessarily best of 14. So the way that the hearts worked is if you won a match, you gained 2 hearts. If you came in second, you gain 1. And if you came in last, you gained 0. So if I'm not mistaken, if they did this for seeding the bracket, you're going to have SQR, Hebamai, Corion, and Asunaro. So this is what your bracket looks like. You're going to have Corion and Hebamai going to face each other on one, and then you're going to have SQR versus Asunaro on the others, and then winner of those two will go to the finals. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to be the second, because Greentea probably have already welcomed everyone to the semifinals, but allow me to be the second person to welcome you all to the semifinals of CTWC Japan Light.